Hey guys, I got a new video coming out. So Fall to Dark. It's like a miniseries, so don't really get mad or upset that Forbidden Clan was not out today. But I'll try to make a video. I'll try to make it. I'm just the shirt been long, and I keep forgetting to upload, make a video about it. So I'm so sorry about that. But I got Fall to Dark. This is a What If Deku thing right here. So follow me on Instagram, link in the description below. Subscribe and like. So let's get into it. Let's go. Alright, Fall to Dark. Deku was getting bullied by a kid named Bakugo Katsuki, his best friend ever since Bakugo awakened his quirk. He'd been acting different. Deku said in his head while getting burnt marks and explosions all over his body. This has been happening ever since everybody at school found out Deku didn't have a quirk. Deku said in his head, why me? Why this happened to me? Why I was not blessed with a quirk? Why I was tormented and full of hatred and torture from everybody of my comrades and classmates. One of Bakugo's friends that used to be Deku's friends said, Bakugo, we should stop. Izuku look like he's about to die. Bakugo said fine, but one last time, Bakugo went right behind Izuku and put his hand on Izuku's shoulder, leaving a nasty burnt mark. Deku walked home. Before he left school, Bakugo punched him right in the face, making Deku's nose bleed. Deku was walking. He walked home, and in his head, he had his hoodie on to cover all the bruises in the jacket, so no one would see what happened. Deku went to the bathroom mirror before he left school, and he saw all the bruises. He said, this time, mom's really going to cry this time. I can make up a good excuse. She probably won't cry. Deku, so I think he said, man, why? I wish I had a quirk. I wish I was born with a gift of some sorts. Why? Why I was the only one that was born with a curse of being quirkless? In our night now world, everybody who don't have a quirk is counted useless, weak, and defenseless. When Deku was walking by, he sees a man in the alleyway fall. Deku rushed. He see the man coughing up blood. Deku rushed there to try to help. Then the man said, I really got killed, huh? From this wound, it look like I'm about to die. So this is the story. So I didn't get to take down All Might, huh? One for All is still gonna be going on as a quirk because of me. This person who's speaking this is All For One. Deku run up to the man and said, sir, are you alright? Are you hurt? All For One said, he said, this boy. If I can ask the boy his quirk is before I die. Back to All For One perspective. Oh boy, I've been hurt. I don't have much to live. And if someone do come and help, they won't be able to heal my injuries. All For One left long have been punctured and he's bleeding out some expended. I can't say that word, but you know the word. Just bleeding out a lot, basically. He asked the boy Deku, he said, boy, do you have a quirk? Zuku started to get quiet, and he says, no, sir, I don't have a quirk. All For One, his head is laughing. He said, so even before I die, today's my lucky day. I'll get a quirk. You hear background noise? I'm so sorry. My brother just with his friends. I should have woke up early and recorded this while he was sleeping, but I'm too lazy. I went to sleep and I forgot. But yeah, he said this boy, he don't have a quirk. Shigaraki though, he's supposed to be my sister. But this boy, if I can tell Karagir, it's too late though. I don't know how to give this boy my quirk. All For One said, I have a gift. I want to give you one more last thing before I die, and it's for you only. Deku said, what is it, sir? I'd like to give you a quirk. A quirk? Yes, this quirk will be would be what? It'll be shock absorption and super strength, super speed, and super intelligence. And Deku wondering, he freaking out. He said, you can't give no one a quirk. It's impossible. All For One said, my quirk is giving people quirks. All For One said, give me your head. All For One lifted the last bit of strength and force and mind power he had to lift his arm up and touch Izuku, and giving Izuku these quirks. Izuku, All For One passed out, and Izuku sees something All For One had in his right hand. He sees a mask. The mask looked like really strange and odd. It was a face mask covering his nose and mouth. Izuku said if he did give me a quirk, he probably wouldn't be able to have this too. Deku pulled out his book bag and put everything inside of there and ran home. Deku was kind of excited because a person gave him a quirk, but he also was frightened because someone just died and he didn't tell nobody for help. Deku was afraid and scared, but it was alright. Oh, back to Izuku's house. Deku opened the door and his mother Inko, was waiting for him. She said, "Hello, Izuku. How's your day at school?" And then she dropped a plate. She dropped a plate and she said she ran over to Izuku and said, "Izuku, what happened to you?" Me and my friends was playing and things got out of hand. And Inko saying, "I told you, don't be too rough." She started to cry because she wished Hisashi was here to help her go over this torment of Deku growing up and getting hurt from playing too much. She started to notice there was not no average. There was not just dust and stuff. There was bruises and burnt marks. She was worried that Deku was getting bullied and he didn't know about it. She just started crying and wondering what life would have been if Izuku lived with his father. We're gonna time skip to how should I say it? 2 months. 2 months passed by and Deku, the quirks has awakened his mother. His mother Inko is proud that his son have multiple quirks. The doctor is wondering, and then he see a little trace of All For One blood inside of Deku, and the doctor was All For One doctor actually, and yes, the doctor said so this is where All For One went. He gave the boy All For One for the end. Then the doctor said, "Well, your son, he have multiple quirks. You are so lucky that your son was giving a gift from a god. This must be a goddess work." Inko was so happy that her son has a work. She asked the doctor what is Izuku's quirk name is. She said his quirk name would be All For One. Inko said, "All For One. That sounds a heroic quirk name." Doctor said, "Yes, his quirk would be called All For One." And the doctor said, "You can be excused, ma'am." And Inko was happy. She said, "My son have a quirk. Not just a quirk, multiple quirks." She was smiling and she said, "Izuku, you will become a great hero now. Probably number one." Izuku happened. Back to the doctor, All For One's doctor. He is saying, "What? Why? Why did All For One give this child his quirk? But more quirks add that? Was he stupid or crazy?" He said, "I'm going to have to inform Karagiri and about this. All For One died and gave." So we went back to the hit. Karagiri was training Shigaraki in hand combat and training him. As the doctor came in, the doctor said, "Karagiri, this is desperate. We have a problem." Karagiri said, "Hold on, Shigaraki. I have to talk to the doctor." He said, "We need to talk this outside, not with the boy." Shigaraki was getting mad because the doctor didn't think he was important enough to listen to the conversation. Kiryu said, "What is it? What is the problem, doctor? All for one, we know where the boss went." Kiryu said, "You do? Where is he at?" "He died and he gave a boy his quirks. He gave him 3 quirks and then gave him 4. The 4th one was all for one quirks itself." Kiryu said, "What? All for one died? How?" The body's still not found, but we think. I just could ask the boy where the boss went. I can't say in front of his mother because his mother was suspicious, like his son having his quirks. Back to Deku. Yeah. So Deku was, having stuff in his room, playing with his quirks and stuff, and just playing with toys and watching TV. Until Deku hears someone fall. Deku ran downstairs. He thought his mom dropped something. He ran downstairs and he see his mom on the floor, laying there, breathing heavily. Izuku was wondering what happened. What was happening, and basically nothing. She wasn't breathing and she was out cold. Deku still felt a pulse, but it was so quiet he couldn't hear her breathing, and Izuku was just crying. Izuku tried to wake his mom up, but his mom was not waking up. Deku rushed to the phone and dialed 911. He was terrified. He thought his mom just died and he was frightened. He couldn't say on the phone. The practice with the address. Izuku, being smart and with a intelligent quirk, would know his address by heart and know everything. He said, "My mom, she not breathing. I can't hear her breathe, but she have a pulse and she not waking up." The doctor said, "We'll be right there, boy. Just stay there and be calm." 2 hours later, the hospital doctors get there and take Inko out on a stroller. Izuku said, "Is she gonna be right?" 3 hours later, the doctor come out to Izuku in the best way possible, try to make Izuku not cry and feel like his mom about to die, saying, your mom been working hard and she worked herself into the hospital. She's still alive. Don't worry, she'll be healed. She'll be able to go back home with you soon. But for now, you're going to have to live with a family." Basically, the doctor asked Deku, "Do you have any family that lives in Japan?" Deku said, I don't have no family, but I have a father who lives in America." The doctor said, "For the meantime, until your mom get well, rest and fed, and you'll be living with your father from now on. We need to go contact him now." It's been a week and Deku is packing his bags. It's the last day that he will be in Japan for a couple years or a while. He don't know how long his mom will be in a coma, but he hopes she wake up soon. His dad just arrived and he hugs his dad, and his dad went to check on his mom for a little bit. He was crying because his wife Inko in the hospital and he didn't get to see her. Deku grabbed his dad's arm and said, "Dad, are we going to the airport? Are we about to miss our flight?" Basically, his dad said, "Yes, Deku, let's go." Time skip to Karagiri. Karagiri is looking all over for this boy. He couldn't seem to find him. He went to the address where the boy's doctor said he was it, and he see the house is empty, no lights, no one's inside. He been searching for the weeks, and he finally met. The doctor said, Kirigiri said, as the doctor said, "I went to all the reports in Japan of the cancer village. He is nowhere to be seen." Kirigiri is wondering where did the boy went. He need to get the boy so he can train him how to use All for One. Be the next leader of the group, the League of Villains. It been a month, and Deku been living in America a couple days. He live in America and he hasn't been liking it. America been great, and it'd been well different for him. He could try out all new foods and new things and new toys and all that. He actually made a whole bunch of friends because of being from Japan and having multiple quirks. And people didn't treat him like an outcast. It's a lot of quirkless people in his class, and they don't get bullied. And he loving that. But every day, Deku been feeling dark inside. He misses his mom, and he just hates. He hates Bakugo. Cause Bakugo would just always bully him, and being in America, people bully you, you're supposed to hate them. And Deku ended up hating Bakugo. His father been not working a lot, but he has to be living a good life. They have a really big apartment, and Deku have a lot of stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna leave that off, guys, cause I got some stuff to do, and this video will be short. It's just 15 minutes, so it ain't that long. But I would try to upload what of Naruto for the Forbidden Clan, and got some things. I gotta do a couple things, and just to do it for Naruto Forbidden Clan. The reason why I made Hinata is gonna end eventually, liking Naruto, but Naruto ended up rejecting her. Into Naruto wanna fight Sasuke because due to Fugaku being head of Uchiha, he wanted to test Sasuke's strength, and that's it. So Forbidden Clan, I just say that real quick to cover up what things about the Forbidden Clan. I ain't telling y'all all the information because y'all probably gonna be asking me a whole bunch of information about that. And Iruka hates him, and yeah. So Naruto is gonna be, the clan is gonna leave from the village, and things are gonna be catching up. But it'll be a special episode with Sakura and Naruto that y'all really probably gonna enjoy. But KillerWayX out. Follow me on Instagram, and my Instagram will be linked in the description below. Like, subscribe, turn notifications, and follow my friend channel, Anime Lover X. He gonna do great videos, and his Bluetooth link will be in the description below. So KillerWayX out, and yeah.